All right, let's get started with our two-beat pattern. So for the two-beat pattern, as I'm holding my staff here, you're going to notice that I have a green side and a blue side, all right? So on your staff, if it's the same, I would recommend, if you have a fire staff that's not lit on fire, put a colored sock over each side or somehow mark one or the other so you can follow along better in this video. I'm now going to demonstrate the two-beat pattern. So I have my thumb going towards the green side, my thumb is up, giving a big thumbs up to you. I move the staff to my right side, and then I rotate the staff down so it's parallel to the ground. From here, I'm going to keep my thumb side, or the green side, in front of me, and the blue side, or the pinky side, stays behind me. So this is called a two-beat, where I have the butt of the staff and the front of the staff each staying on one side. If you notice in my hand what I'm doing is I'm rotating the staff loosely in my hand to focus on keeping the green in front and the blue behind while trying not to move my arm. So this is staying isolated. When I first learned this, I used to think of this as a kayak paddle motion, not the fact that we're actually using our bodies to actually move the kayak, but more like a lazy kayak motion where the staff is moving in your hand, and that's what a two-beat is from the side. So again, this time I have the green now going in front. So it goes down, and the blue stays behind. Green, blue, like you're paddling the water. So this is a great way to warm up with staff, especially if it's on fire. It's a nice way to move it along gently, or if you're doing a slower isolated spin technique. So if you notice on the two-beat how my hand can loosely allow the staff to move, keeping the green in front and the blue behind, or whatever color's in front of you and whichever color's behind you. If you're really gripping hard, if you take a really close look at my hand, if you grip it really hard, you don't have the rotation. So instead, I allow the staff to migrate in my hand, right between my thumb and my index finger, to create a little more flow in my two-beat. So I'm going to turn around now, and you can practice it with me from behind. Here we go. All right, so if you're using your right hand, make sure the green is side up. If you're using your left hand, make sure the green is side up. From here, we're going to drop our hand parallel to the ground, and now let's keep the green side in front of us and the blue side behind us. So we rotate in our hand and we paddle, paddle, paddle. So blue behind, green in front. You can focus on pushing down and pulling up if you like, or allowing just the staff to rotate in your hand. So we have the motion of green and blue and green and blue. Make sure that your hand is isolated and then the top of the staff is staying in front of you and the back part of the staff is staying behind you. Let's reset and start again. All right, we have staff to your side, parallel to the ground. We have the green going in front of you, the blue going behind you. Let's take it slow. Green in front, blue behind. 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 One more time. Shake it out. Crack the neck. Let's try it again. Thumb towards green, hand by your side. We paddle, 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 and paddle. All right, let's talk about our three-beat pattern now. Three-beat pattern is going to look like this. And if you notice, I have my green side, I have my blue side, and they're both moving in front and behind me. So my green side is moving up, the blue side is moving up, the green side moves down, the blue side moves down. And this is what's known as our three-beat pattern. All right, so if you're starting with your staff in your hand, I'm taking the green side because it's already there. My thumb is pointing towards the green side, and I bring it to my side parallel to the ground, and I'm going to bring it behind me. And I'll do this again from the back so you can try it with me with both hands. But here's how it works. You take your thumb, and we move the green side down like we're scooping a big thing of ice cream, huge thing of ice cream. So I scoop down. I let the staff rotate so that the green side is moving in front of me, and then the blue side, the pinky side, comes up. At this point, I want to rotate my shoulder and my arm to bring it behind me. So the first part again, we have bring it in front, and you have a swoop with the green and the blue. Then the green moves out around behind me, and then the blue moves down. So we have green in front, blue in front, green behind, blue behind. The more comfortable you get with this, the more you're going to allow the staff to rotate in your thumb. So instead of the 2-beat pattern that we did before, where the green stays on one side and blue stays on the other, now we're moving the arm in a small arc in front of us. The 3-beat pattern is going to be one of your best friends in staff. It's one of the easiest things to do, especially compared to a 4-beat, which is a lot more complex, and it's a little more interesting to your audience than a 2-beat. So as we focus on the thumb and the hand rotation, we have our moving up, back, and around, and play with that. Allow it to migrate in your hand for your 3-beat pattern. If you notice on the 3-beat, as the green comes in front, I allow my shoulder to open with that extra rotation to bring it around. You don't really have to move your body, but we found that if you're performing like this, it's boring, as compared to if you're performing like this. It's a little more involved in the dance. So it's not just about the action, but it's about how you present yourself in the action, yes? So I'm allowing my shoulder to open and rotate. Please keep in mind that anytime you rotate your body, if your staff and frame comes with that, that means you're changing what the visual is going to be. So if I want my visual to be here in front of me, when I rotate my body, my hand has to make up for that to keep the same shapes going. I'm going to turn around now and let's try it together with both hands. Now let's practice our 3-beat. So you can use your left hand or your right hand. Let's use our thumb going towards the green side of our staff, pinky towards the blue. So now we have our green moving in front of us, pinky follows, green behind, blue behind. Scoop it up, rotate the shoulder, scoop it up, rotate the shoulder. Let's start that again. Shake it out, grabbing your staff loosely, thumb going to the green. Parallel to the ground, take the green and scoop it up, rotate it around, scoop it up, rotate it around. So my hand is going in front of me and then to my side, in front of me and to my side, working on the 3-beat. Let's pause and start again one more time. Thumb goes to the green. We have scoop it down and then allow it to rotate back. The green goes, the blue chases it. Green goes behind, blue chases. 3-beat pattern, moving it in front of you and behind you. All right, let's get going with your 4-beat pattern. 4-beat pattern. The 4-beat pattern is phenomenal. It's a great way to get into tosses, and it's really nice for when you're dancing your body. It's going to involve some shoulder rotation. So if you have shoulder injuries, don't worry, you will soon. All right, so the 4-beat looks like this. It's going to have a scoop, and then it's going to have a behind scoop. So this is our 4-beat, and now I'm going to break it down for you. You take your thumb side, right now it's on the green side, we put it down parallel to the ground, and then move it behind us like we're getting ready to fight in a martial arts movie. From here, we're going to take the green side down, so it's going behind me. From here, I'm going to lead with my pinky, or the blue side, and bring that in front of me. Now I let the staff unwind, and the green side comes up and over, and I bring the green behind me, the blue follows, and one more rotation so the green's heading down. This is where we now reset and start it again. Blue comes in front, staff rotates, green goes behind, full rotation, and then we have our blue coming up. Blue rotates, green goes behind and through. So you can see how the 2-beat is in its simplicity, leads into a 3-beat, which is nice and complex, into a 4-beat, which gives us more rotations of the staff. Whenever you do any of these fluidly, it has a very nice look because it looks like 2 circles or a circle of light. And my preference when I perform is to have the same color on both sides. And when you spin fast enough, then you create a full circle. So again, for the 4-beat, we have thumb towards the green side, parallel to the ground, move it behind you. Thumb goes down your butt, pinky goes down your crotch, we scoop, rotate the staff, green behind, rotate green down, and blue comes up. This is for our 4-beat. Notice the rotation of my shoulder and how I bring it forward, open the shoulder, and this gives us our full 4-beat rotation. So for the 4-beat close-up, you're going to notice that as my thumb goes in front and around, you can see how there's a lot of rotation going on in my hand. So I'm allowing the staff to move easily through the crux of the thumb, between the thumb and index finger of my hand, to create that extra motion. I'm going to turn around now, and you can try it with me with both your right and left hands. All right, for the 4-beat practice, let's put our thumb to the green side, our pinkies to the blue side. We're going to start with our hand parallel to the ground, staff parallel to the ground, and we're going to bring now the green side out. We're going to bring it behind us, and we bring our pinky blue in front of us. Allow that to rotate open, and then we have our green diving down, blue diving down the front. Allow the rotation to continue behind you. Green goes down your back, blue down your front. Let's shake it out and start again. We have the green going down our booties. Then the blue comes up the crotch. Allow the rotation to continue, and we have green going down, blue coming up. Rotation continues as your shoulder adjusts. Blue goes down the back, blue comes up the front. Continue the rotation. We go green down the back, blue down the front, and continue. Let's do that one more time. Holding your staff lightly, thumb to the green. Green goes down the back side, blue comes up the front side. Watch the rotation, allow your shoulder to open, and then allowing green to dive down your back side. Blue comes up the front side. Let's do this one a little faster if you're up for it. If not, keep on trying it slowly, and eventually you'll be doing this a lot better than me. Keep that rotation of the shoulder going. If you feel like you want to open the shoulder and bring it up, feel free. Otherwise, allow it to stay just loosely in your hand as green goes down your butt, blue comes up the front, and the rotation continues. It's time for the propeller. The propeller is a great way to build speed. It's a great way to take a photograph. If you're new to staff spinning, it's a great way to create just an easy circle to show yourself in the middle of the flame or the glow. And it's a really nice intermediate step between your warriors. So I'm going to show you what propeller looks like. Propeller looks like this. All right, so here's how it works. You're going to pick either side. I'm choosing the green right now. I have my thumb going up on the green side, and I put the staff parallel to the ground. Don't worry, I will be doing this from behind so you can try it with me. But when I do it from behind, I'm going to have to change the angle, so this is the easiest place to see the demo. My hand's in front of me. Even when it's on fire, not the glow staff, but when you're spinning fire staff, sometimes you want to keep it farther away, but in actuality, keeping it closer to you will be easier. My thumb is towards the green side. I want to rotate the staff and in my hand until now the blue is facing up. This is half a bird with my hand. So the staff is being held between my thumb and my index finger, and it's going from noon to 6. So blue is at noon. From here, I repeat the bird function by bringing my left hand underneath. Then I allow the left hand to push down, bringing the blue up to the top. My right hand reaches over the top, and I pull down on the staff to go back to the bird. Now, as this repeats, you notice that my hand goes on top and my hand goes underneath with the flow of the staff. So it looks like my body is dancing. My arms are moving in conjunction with the staff instead of stopping it and going. But I would fully recommend stopping every time as you practice your bird and practice your punch on top. Now, if you've ridden a bicycle, and I live in the beautiful city of Portland, Oregon, where bicycle rights, if you don't have toe clips or you're not locked into your bicycle, you can only push down and down and down. And you don't have as good of resistance and good of drive in your bicycle technique, if that's such a thing, as if you were locked in. So instead of only using one focus, from here, I pull down with my left hand and I push down with my right hand instead of just allowing the staff to do its own thing and using only one hand. Most people are one hand dominant, and this is a great way to train both of your hands. Again, when I turn around and do it from behind, you'll be doing this with both your left hand over and your right hand over. So stay tuned for that. All right, so now we have the staff parallel to the ground. We have our thumb going to our green side, pinky to the blue side. We bring the staff around, green to the bottom, hold it here in your vertical, reach underneath, and pull down. Now on most staffs, on mine, I have the black band in the middle. My fire staff has a metallic strip that glows in the dark, so the firelight reflects off of it. But that's a really good place to know where your balance point is at and where the center of your staff is at. As long as your hand doesn't migrate more than, let's say, 10 inches, you're not going to go all wonky. When you get into contact staff, you are going to want to use different parts of the staff to create different balance points. But for now, we're starting right in the middle. We're focusing on moving underneath, rotating it and punching over. And the faster you do this, looking straight ahead, is how you can create that blur of fire or glow around you. And for your friend who's taking a photo of you with low exposure is going to get a great shot of you in a circle of fire. On the propeller switch, notice how I can keep the static. Here is my right side to my center to my left side. But instead of using each one of these three as a destination, by looping all three, I can create movement of the circle and of the staff going from one side to the other side. This is going to be a key way to be able to turn your body in the dance later on, getting into our warrior and our weave and putting everything together. So now I'm going to turn around and show you how to do this with both hands from behind. Okay, propeller drills from the back. Now if I were to break it down for you like this, you wouldn't see what my hands are doing. So I'm going to show you off to the side. Either your left hand dominant and your left hand's on top, or right hand dominant. Of course, we're motioning to each other. But if you're on the right side of the screen, we're using right hand dominant, left side of the screen, left hand dominant. You're going to start with the staff parallel to the ground, and you're going to have your thumb going to your green side. From here, you're going to rotate the staff until blue is vertical. Then we bird underneath. We pull down, and we're going to wait until the blue is at the top. Our right hand over here, left hand over there, punches over and pulls down. Scoop the bottom hand underneath at the vertical. Punch your other hand over. Scoop through. Punch over. Scoop through. Punch over. Let's shake it out and do it one more time. We have staff parallel to the ground, thumb to the green side. Allow your dominant hand to rotate until you get to a vertical. Then we bird underneath. Keep rotating until blue's on top. We punch over the top. Keep rotating until blue is at the top. We have our bird. Blue is at the top, punch over. Blue's at the top, underneath. And if you do this more fluidly, you should be able to continue the rotation of the staff as you try to figure out where your hands go. Let's do that one more time. Staff parallel to the ground. Thumb to the green side. Underneath bird. Over the top. Underneath bird. Pushing down, continuing the rotation. Pulling up, continuing the rotation. Keeping your speed constant. Or if the music that you're jamming out to changes, feel free to change the speed. Now, let's try this. You're going to keep it directly in front of you. And we're going to make a circle with the propeller. So as it's creating a circle, create another circle as we go. This is what we call really cool. All right, now we're ready for the propeller switch. You already know 2 parts out of 3 on this, and I'm going to show you how it looks and how it works. So let's start with our thumb going to our green side, yes? And we start in our 3-beat. The 3-beat is your first third, so you already have this down, hopefully. Then when the 3-beat comes to the middle, this goes into our bird and our propeller. Propeller is your second holding pattern. You should be able to do this for as long as you'd like. Then we have the third part, where, and this is the hardest part for me as I was learning to spin, is going opposition. So if you notice, this is creating a circle that's moving out and around, out and around, out and around. It's the exact same direction, and I'm moving this fire from one side of my body to the middle of my body to the left side of my body, back to the middle and around. All right, so the first part you already have in your 3-beat. when we go to the center, you're going to prepare yourself to take your pinky, or the blue side, and bring the blue side down, scoop it behind you, down, scoop it behind you, and then down in front. So I'm focusing on the blue part scooping up, blue part going down, or what we used to call down the butt with the blue, down the crotch with the blue, and the green is following behind. The same way we let the staff rotate loosely in our hand on the right side is the same thing we're going to do here on our left side. Blue goes down, rotating the hand and allowing the staff to rotate in the crux of your hand. It's very, very important. Now, as we're working on blue going down and blue going down, you can reach across and enter propeller again. So when we break this down, you're going to have A side, center, and B side, center, and A side. We'll eventually be able to do this behind the back, up and around, which is super fun, but that's not till later in the video. So for now, I'm going to turn around and we're going to work on the propeller switch with both hands together. All right, the propeller switch for drills. Let's use our thumb if you're on the right side of the screen, right hand dominant, right thumb to the green. If you're on the left side of the screen, left hand to the green. From here, we're going to start with our propeller. As we're in propeller, we take our staff to the right side, green goes down, green comes up, green goes down. We do our switch, we pull with the opposite hand around, bring it in front of us, and back to propeller. Back to 3-beat, behind the back, bring it around, and bring it in front. Let's try that again. So we're starting at the top, we have our staff grabbed loosely, our thumb is going towards the green. We're going to do a propeller to start. As we're doing our propeller, our right hand, if you're on the right side of the screen, or left hand on left side of the screen, brings the staff out. From here, we bring it down our back side, we switch, and then we bring our other hand, our less dominant hand, outside, around, and back to propeller. We also roll our sleeves up as we're doing this. It goes behind you, to your side, and back to propeller. One more time, staff grabbed loosely, thumb to the green. Propeller. We take the staff to the side, we bring the staff behind us, keeping the vertical, moving it out and around, and then back in front again, creating our switch behind the back to in front. It's time for warrior! All right, then maybe that was not called for, but warrior is super fun. It's a very powerful stance in our dance, and I'm going to show you how it works. With warrior, we start with our propeller. So we are in front of our bodies, working on a propeller, working on that clear, constant circle of light. From here, I'm going to take my left hand. So my right hand goes on top, left hand goes under, and I'm going to rotate my body to the right, and I'm going to take the green side, my thumb, and dive it over. Then I'm going to rotate back to propeller. My right hand goes over, and I have a swoop down, bird, down, bird, down, bird, down, bird. Propeller. Left hand travels over warrior, bird, down. Eventually, you'll be able to take warrior and dance it in different directions with reverse warrior and back to regular. But for now, as we practice this, let's go over it again. We have our thumb going to green. We go to propeller, bird, left hand goes over. I'm going into a lunge with my right knee bending, my left leg going straight. I take the green side and I plunge it down. My right hand birds and I bring it over. Left hand birds and I bring it over. Now it's at this point that you could decide to use just your right hand, and in this 3-beat, you could rotate your body and keep your body moving to the side as your right hand does the weave. You can go into propeller and keep your left hand going back and forth. And you can also do the switch on both sides. All part of the warrior genre. Now, as we're discussing warrior, please notice that when you're spinning fire or glow, you always have an audience, even if nobody is watching you. So instead of doing warrior here towards the camera, which does not show as well with the circles of light, I always choose to move in a lateral plane. So from here, you see the circle of light, you see the circle of light, you see the circle of light. The tighter you get your planes, and I'll pretend that the audience is on this side of me now. This is a propeller that is in a vertical plane versus a propeller that is moving at what we call a wonky angle. So unless you're actually trying to helicopter this over your head, you want to make sure that you're trying to stay in a pendulum with gravity pulling down and you're pushing it up and over. All right, so now I'm going to turn around and we're going to do warrior drills, switching hands and not switching hands. So now we have warrior. We're going to be lunging to our right and to our left, depending which side of the screen you're following. Right hand dominant right side, left hand dominant left side. From here, we're going to take our right hand in propeller, and we're going to use our left hand to swim around. Now let's stay in left hand as we work on the left hand weave. We're in our warrior position. We are focusing on the green being pushed down and the green being pulled up. Green pushed down, green pulled up. And now with our left hand, we're going to bird underneath, and we're going to use right hand. Green goes down, green goes up. Still in our lunge. Green goes down, green goes down, green goes down. Now we go back to propeller and we reset. All right, let's try that again. Take your staff, parallel to the ground in front of you, thumb to the green. We start with our propeller. We're going to use our left hand if you're not left hand dominant, right hand if you're not right hand dominant, and bring it across. As we dive down, we're going to focus on keeping just the left hand, swimming across and across. Two more. 1 and 2. Now we switch, we bird, and we use our right hand for warrior. Focusing on the green going down, the green coming up. Green going down, green coming up. Now let's do a propeller switch and a propeller switch. We're going to do this on both sides, so your audience is seeing this awesome lunge and it's seeing the ring of glow or fire on both sides of your body. Now let's go back to just left hand. Sorry, left hand if you're not left dominant, right hand if you're not right hand dominant. If you're not left hand dominant. Now we switch and we use dominant hand. And let's end with a propeller. And done. Chapter 7, behind the back. All right, so we're not going to do a level change just yet. We're going to stay in our propeller to a 3-beat, behind the back, to a left side, back to propeller. So the staff is moving around me, behind me, and around me. When you're practicing this, you can see that if you keep your elbows bent, you should be able to keep this in the same plane, or maybe it dips down to come back up. And so the height of the flame can change, creating different circles or concentric circles. All right, so here's how it works. Let's start with a thumb to green as we've been doing. From here, I go into my propeller, center point. My right hand brings it to my right, and I go into 3-beat. If you'd like to stay here, you're more than welcome to. From 3-beat, I have green going down, green going behind. Instead of the green going in front on this next round, I bring the green behind me like I'm about to do a 4-beat. But instead, when the green goes down, I bring my hands behind my back. All right, so check this out. As I bring the green down, my hands go behind my back. I do a switch and I pull the staff out. So again, from here, I'm pulling the staff out, bringing in front of me. Again, the green goes down, grab, pull, and around. All right, so this is for behind the back with no height change. I'm going to turn around and we're going to do drills with both hands, both sides. All right, so let's do some reps. If you want to use your right hand or your left hand to start, we're going to be doing our 3-beat. And we're going to take now, instead of blue and green, we're on blue and clear. So we're going to take the blue light down our butts, and then around, and it goes behind our back. We do our transfer to bring it out with the left hand. Go through 3 beat again, keeping our planes moving it across our body. Let's do that again. We have our 3 beat. Blue goes down our butt. Transition behind the back. Left hand or right hand, depending. Bring it in front of you in reverse. Keep the plane. Now you're in propeller. Down to 3 beat. We bring it down. Flip it to your other hand. Bring it out and through. Let's go ahead and reset and do that again. Make sure that your thumb is going to the blue side or whatever side it is on your staff. And we start with our 3 beat. So there's a 1, 2, 3. Now the blue goes down our booties. We do our hand change. We bring our other hand out and around and through. Let's do one more rep of this before we learn something new. Blue goes down, through, out to the other side. Feel free to pick up speed as you're practicing this. And practice makes perfect. Whoa, what's all the space above my head? That means we're about to do a behind the back and over the head. This is super cool, guaranteed to impress all of your friends, and if it doesn't, well, then you're probably not doing it right. All right, so here's what it looks like. We start with our propeller. From our propeller, we're going to our right side 3 beat. From our 3 beat, we're going behind the back, and with our left hand, instead of bringing it around, we bring it up and over, birding as we go. So this is our behind the back, elevation change to over the head. And if you do this fast enough, you can see that the circles are moving through, out, and around. All right, so here's how it works. First, you want to get used to the motion of the hands. If you notice, my body is moving symmetrically. So both my hands are moving up at the same time. Both my hands are moving down at the same time. If you've never done a jumping jack before, then let's try this all together. We go jumping jack, jumping jack. Now, we don't need to worry about the feet so much. This is not a cardio-intensive exercise, unless you learn where I learned in Thailand, where it's massively cardio-based. Take your hands and bring them up, opening the chest and then bringing it down. This is a form of meditative yoga, I believe, in some communities. Yes, up and push it down. All right, now we pick up our staff. Let's go back to green being our thumb side. We are in propeller. So we have our right hand that takes the right thumb to green. We bring it to our right. Green now goes down our butt side. We switch behind our back, just like in the previous chapter. Left hand is going to keep rotating and bring it up. So now you can see the green side is going up. The green side goes down my head, and I do my hand switch in a bird. So green side's down, blue side is up. From here it rotates again. Green side goes down my butt. Keep the rotation moving. Green side goes up. Green side goes down, bird, and down. Reaching up and over for our bird, matching the hand positions as you go. All right, so this is super beautiful. It takes a lot of practice. So now I'm going to turn around and we're going to do it with both hands, both directions. Join me, won't you? All right, now we're going to practice this. So we have thumb towards the green. We're going to start in a 3 beat. So we handle our 3 beat, taking the green behind us and now down. From here we switch behind our back, bringing the left hand up and right hand up. So the hand holding the staff and not holding the staff will meet. There's a vertical position where we bird, and then we separate our hands again. The hardest thing here is keeping the rotation of the staff going while you're doing this. So let's try that again. We take our staff in our 3 beat. Green in front, green behind, green in front, green behind. From here the green goes down. We switch hands. We bring both our hands up as we continue the rotation to a bird, and both hands push down. Let's do that again. Behind the back, up and over, down the back, up and over. Let's do one more, then we'll pause and reset. Are you still with me? Are you doing good? Are you doing well? How is it going? I know I can't hear you because I'm on video, so email us, let us know. All right, let's try this again. Green to thumb. We're in our 3 beat. The green goes down. We switch. Both hands come up. The green's on top. We move both hands down. Blue passes, and we raise it up and over, green on top, and keep on practicing. Now it's time for the simple toss. All right, before I show you what it looks like, let's get used to catching the staff. So, I recommend doing this over a grass area, someplace where you have lots of sky elevation room like we do here in our studio. But make sure that if your staff is breakable, like my buddy Dax in Thailand, he spent, what was it, like $10 on your first staff, and we were doing toss drills. Mine was a really good staff from New Zealand, and his just broke on the very first toss when it hit the ground. So be aware of your surroundings, all right? So throw up and punch forward and catch. Left hand, up, punch and catch. So your goal is to move through the staff, not just catch the staff. Eventually what's going to happen is as you're catching it and it's coming down, you're going to grab it and rotate it. All right, so let's try that. I'm going to throw the staff up. I'm going to punch, grab it, and rotate. Let's try that again. Green is my thumb side. I toss, punch it, and rotate. All right, now let's try that with the left hand. As I punch, I'm going to rotate in opposition, just like the warrior switch, where the green now goes up and down. All right, so it's moving in opposition. So we have toss, punch, catch, and then we rotate the staff. So we're going to do this simple toss from a 3-beat. So in my right hand, I have the green towards my thumb, parallel to the ground, and now we do our 3-beat. As the green side comes up, you can see a natural arc happening. So 3-beat staying low, 3-beat raising up. And we're going to use this to do a light toss, punch, and keep the rotation going. Toss, punch, keep the rotation going. If you were focused on just catching it, the rotation has stopped. The flame down here is coming up and burning your hand, and then you have to go to the hospital and you don't get to spin for the rest of the night. So now let's do a left hand simple catch. So we have thumb is green. We do our 3-beat. As we do the arc toss, our left hand is getting ready to go. So we toss, we punch, grab, and now we rotate the staff in our left hand, staying on the left side of our weave, or our weave's transition. Let's try that again. So we have green being on our thumb side. 3-beat, let's do it at the end of this next 3-beat. So watch the green side, it comes up, toss, catch, and then we rotate it back into our weave. All right, this is for our simple toss. Even though right now I'm not getting any extra rotation, you can start to add more rotation in the wrist, punching through as you go. If you notice, sometimes I have to move the height of my body. So if I'm tossing, I need a punch at the level of the center. So if I don't time this right, I have to adjust my body. So keep that in mind as you're practicing. Same on the left side. And sometimes I prefer to toss and keep it more on the left side of my body, versus if I know I'm going to catch with my right, I'll combine the arc and have it actually come up and around to get into there. All right, so that's our simple toss for chapter 9. I'm going to turn around and we're going to do some reps together. It's time for the simple toss. So let's start in our 3-beat. So we have thumb to the green. Thumb, green goes down, green goes behind. As green goes down the front, we're going to do a simple non-spinning arc toss. Grab, blue side now goes down, blue side goes up. Simple non-rotational arc toss, and we're back to the green side. Green goes up, rotate, punch and catch, and around. Blue goes down, blue goes up, toss, punch, and around. All right, are you ready for an extra rotation? So this time when the green comes up and we toss it, the goal is to have an extra rotation so that now the blue is coming down. All right, so let's try that out. We have our 3-beat. Green goes down, green goes up, extra rotation, and now the green is down. I misspoke before. Sorry, it's not blue, it's green. It should be the same one. So green goes up, rotation, catch, and the green. If your green is not in your thumb, that means you did not do the right number of rotations. Again, green goes down, green goes behind. Here's our toss. We toss and rotate it, punch, and continue that rotation. Toss, punch, and continue the rotation. Toss, punch, continue the rotation. I'm going to pick up the speed just a little bit as you're trying this with me. If you can't toss on every one, no problem. You can take your time and toss on every other or every third. Or if your downstairs neighbors are tired of hearing the thud of the staff, maybe stop dropping it. No, everyone starts somewhere. Toss, punch. All right? Eventually, when you're trying to try more rotations, we're going to get into our 4-beat. All right, so now we have our dominant hand for throwing, and instead of catching with that same dominant hand, we're going to use our non-dominant hand, all right? So you can follow Doug or Doug as we do this. Thumb to the green. As we do this simple arc toss with no rotation, the green is going to go up. As it tosses, our left hand has two options. Our non-dominant hand has two options. You can punch and twist down, or you can cradle and pull up. So practice both of those and see which one feels better for you. We do our toss. Let's do the punch. So toss, punch, and now we go into a behind, back to propeller, back to 3-beat, to our toss, our punch, and then keep it on your left side. Back to propeller, back to 3-beat. Now let's do the cradle catch. So we do our 3-beat. We're going to toss on the next one. We have our toss, our catch underneath, pulling the pinky down to move into our reverse basket or basket catch. Back to propeller, back to 3-ball, toss underneath and bring it through. With more rotations, you're going to feel that one of these is easier for you, but it's best if you can do both of these and have that in your bag of tricks. Chapter 10, the 4-beat to toss. This is a phenomenal way to not have to use extra wrist to get more rotation and to use something that you already know, the 4-beat, to add rotation to your tosses. So let's start with green on our thumb, and I'll show you what this looks like. We have our 2-beat. We have our 3-beat. We have our 4-beat. We have our 4-beat toss. And notice how many more rotations I naturally get, trying to keep this low for the video here, but you see how many more rotations the staff gets in the air versus the 3-beat, where I would have to use more wrist to get more rotations, and that can make the staff go wonky and then you drop it. It's a huge, hectic mess, especially when you're performing or, you know, your wife is watching and you want to impress her. All right, so on the 4-beat, you want to make sure that the green side's on your thumb side if you want to match me. We bring behind, and for the 4-beat, we have the blue side coming up. So you want the toss to be a natural reflection of the arc. So as I bring the blue side up in super slow motion, whoom, I let go of the apex. This is going to keep on rotating on its own. I'm going to punch through, and then I'm going to continue my 4-beat or go into whatever pattern I want to do next. So from the 4-beat, there's a natural release and unwinding of the staff. And I found, and this is what my coaches in Thailand taught me, even though they said it in Thai, so I just assumed that's what they were saying, they said that the more rotation that the staff gets keeps it more into the pendulum arc, the wall that you're spinning against, instead of having it go forwards and backwards, which will burn your crotch or head. All right, so for the 4-beat, as you're practicing this, you can also do catches with your left hand. Or when you're spinning this with a 4-beat with your left hand, catch with your right hand. So as I do my 4-beat, and I do the toss, I'm focusing on my left hand. Left hand's going to reach out and catch. Left hand's going to reach out and catch. Now, if you notice on that left hand catch, I reached underneath and pulled down. So on some of your catches, instead of reaching on top, you're going to be reaching underneath to pull down as you go. So again, we're moving back to our 3-beat. We move to our 4-beat. 4-beat with toss, catch, and through. So it's almost like a basket, like a Willie Mays cradle, if you're a baseball fan, if you're from the 70s, like me. So that's our 4-beat to toss. I'm going to turn around. We're going to try it a few times together. If you drop it, don't worry, it happens to all of us. And this is super hard to do slowly, so we're going to see what happens, but please bear with us, and you will be dropping this as you go. So practice, practice, and practice. thumb to the green. On our 4-beat to our toss, we have green going down, green going behind. There's our 3-beat. Now we go to our 4-beat. Let's do one more 4-beat, then we'll get into our toss. 4-beat. Now, as we bring the blue in front, we're going to continue that rotation. Let go and catch. We bring the blue through, continue the rotation, and catch. So hard to do slowly. Catch. Now, as we do this, we're going to stop slowing down and keep the rotation of the staff naturally going. If you notice, I dip my body to do more of a body lead for the staff instead of just an arm lead for the staff. So my body goes down, my body goes up, and I punch and catch. I'd also like you to try the left hand catch. Back to propeller. Let's do that again. We have our 4-beat, our toss, our catch, and our through. 4-beat, toss, catch, and through. Back to the right hand one more time. We do our toss, catch, and back. Or if I really have to give it a lot more wrist on a 3-beat. And then that's what happens.